Hello everyone, this is a pick a card video for what is blocking your throat chakra. So your throat chakra is your your fifth chakra, and it is the color green or blue. I see some people use blue, some people use green, so I'm gonna say both of those. I like to work with the color green. That's just what I like. Take what color resonates with you and utilize that in the throat chakra work that you do. But the throat chakra is all about how you express yourself, your personal truths, and how you communicate with others. So we have 5 piles here in the picture. I hope you picked a pile. If not, go back, pick a pile, pick 2 piles if you feel like 2 piles resonate with you, and check them out. Pile number 1. This is what we have for you. So these big cards here, the astrology cards, these are going to be what happens when you open up your throat chakra. What are the possibilities? And this is the other tarot cards are going to be what is blocking your throat chakra. So we have the Ace of Cups. Ooh, we have the Tower in reverse. Okay, we have message of concern. We have Oya. And we have the Ace of Air in reverse. Automatically, pile number 1, you're not standing up for yourself. You're not standing up for yourself because of events that have happened in your life, particularly maybe your love life, because we have the Ace of Cups. So it could be your love life or your family, right? One of those, you could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm picking up on air energy as well as fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you could be one of those signs or have it in your sun, moon, or rising position. But you're not speaking up, and there's some things that are concerning that you're not speaking up about. Message of concern. There's situations going on where you've been through a lot of different things, but you're not able to speak upon them. With this Tower card in reverse, this makes me feel like it's past things. So these things may have happened within the last... These things could have happened recently for you within the past year, because we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Air. Capricorn energy here too, with Aquarius, Uranus, and Saturn in this Ace of Air. I'm going to check out this Ace of Air in reverse, because the Oya card talks about, you know, going through those trials and tribulations, but having the ability to stand up for yourself and speak up for yourself, and not caring what anybody else thinks or feels. And what's interesting, because Oya is lightning energy is Oya, and then you have a lot of lightning in the Tower card here as well. So I feel like I just heard shocking truths. So there's some shocking things, there's some things that may need to be revealed or that you need to speak upon so that you can feel more comfortable in your own energy and unblock your throat chakra. With this Ace of Air in reverse, this talks about the lack of purity, disagreements, imminent danger. The card of highest treachery. So what this card tells me is someone in love may have betrayed you, and this causes you not to speak. Maybe someone that you loved said something to you or hurt you in a way that you're now blocked from expressing yourself. Maybe when you were a child, you expressed yourself, and the reaction that you got from it from your family members or your parents kind of threw you off, and now you don't speak up for yourself. Let's see what would happen if you were to unblock your throat chakra. Woo! Big changes. You have the 10th house and Jupiter. So in astrology, the 10th house is recognition. It's about honors. It's about your career, fame for some of you. Jupiter is ruled by Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. There is fire energy here as well. But the way that you are recognized or what you're being recognized for could change. Like some of you could be a victim of slander or victim of gossip, and you didn't choose to speak up about that situation, so people may have a certain picture of you that may not be true, but because you did not speak upon it, people are seeing you in a way that you might not want them to. That could cause you to not want to express yourself because you feel like other people have already had a certain judgment about what they think you are or who they think you are. But because you have not spoken up about who you are, they continue to have that picture. And you may have a certain way about how you picture yourself. The way that you feel about yourself after you speak up may change. May change a lot of things in your life, especially about how you're recognized by other people and how you recognize yourself. And with Jupiter abundance, there's going to be things that are brought to you in the way of wealth, possibilities, abundance, luck. Blocks are being removed. Expansion, the lifting of obstacles. And that's what this is for. This is to help you unblock your throat chakra. And if you choose to work upon this certain situation, there's definitely good things that could be coming your way and changing the way that other people see about you or how you see yourself. That message was for you, pile number 1. I really hope it resonates with you. I will make another video about what you can do to help unblock your throat chakra. Pile number 2. Let's see what we have for you. What is blocking your throat chakra? You have the fire element here with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You have the what? Okay, you have the message of fire and the fire element. What's going on here? Mind you, I don't look at these cards. I just shuffle them, let them jump out, put them in the piles, and then we take a look at them together. So for you to have both fire energy cards, one, you could be a fire sign yourself, have a lot of fires in your chart. But the thing about this fire element is it gives a date. So around these times, we are in Sagittarius season currently. It is December 2020. So if you're watching this in December 2020, and it's the 5th of December, we're still in Sagittarius season. That's also Aries season and Leo season that you could be taking a look at, or has something to do with this situation here too. You have great fortune. Oh no, card fell. You have main male, so there could be a male involved in this situation for you. You have the Page of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. The Nine of Swords, more air energy. So yeah, I mean, we're probably going to be seeing a lot of air energy throughout this spread because air is communication. Your throat chakra is communication. So your communication is being blocked. One, because the way that you do express yourself is way too aggressive. You got way too much fire. You only got fire and swords energy here. You speak too aggressively to people. You could be speaking too aggressively to people because one, you're in your dominant masculine energy. You're not using your feminine energy, and if you are, you're not probably using it correctly. This may not be for all of you, but take what resonates and leave what does not. Most of you are in your masculine energy and you're not expressing yourself very well because you feel like you have to be very hard, and you feel like life has, some of you really literally feel like life has to be hard. That's the only way that life happens for you, is if it's hard, if things are challenging. Or maybe you've just been through a very challenging time. Some of you could also suffer from sleep apnea or some type of, you don't sleep very well, or you have trouble sleeping, or you're staying up throughout the night. This could be, your throat chakra could be the reason why. Let's take a look at this fire element and message from fire. So with the fire element, some believe that everything depends on change and conflict between opposites, a law that governs and brings harmony to everything. And the fire is a masculine and active element. The signs of fire energy: Aries is a cardinal sign, Leo is a fixed sign, and Sagittarius is a mutable sign. So if you are Leo, Leo's a very fixed sign. So they're very fixed in the ways that they do things, especially when it comes to communication. They tend to probably come off very bold. That's Leo. Leo's the sun. Very bright, very bold. You're going to know what this fire sign is saying and what they have to say. You're going to know. So it could, like I said, you guys, maybe your throat chakra is not closed. It could be overactive. Some of you just speak too aggressively sometimes. Some of you are business people, so this may be part of your job. Let's look at this message from fire. So with the message from fire, the rising flame throws out sparks from the logos, burning everything to survive. They provide true life to our eyes by reflecting an imminent light. They seem to dance to the rhythm of the creaking logs and become stronger as the oxygen burns. Finally, the flame takes the shape of salamanders. Only one of them is a spark, and all of them together from that latent flame that gives us willpower as the unending fire that keeps burning as long as there is life. A representative of universal love comes to you down from flames, and the sacred heart of ascended masters shine because of the love that is breathed into all of humanity. Fire is a pure and purifying element, burning all ignorance and clumsiness and acting as the bulwark of reason and mental preparation. Do not let anything or anyone discourage you, since reason acts according to your moves. You have been fair in your attitudes, courage in fulfilling your duties, rank and achievement in your performance. Yeah, see, some of you rank and achievement, and then you have main male and great fortune. So some of you could be actual men and you have a very successful career, or you have achieved success in your life. And for those of you who are female, so for some of you who are female, you could be in your masculine energy and you could be very driven towards success or receiving money. Some of you are business savvy, or some of you own businesses. The truth is guiding you, and love will therefore bring you happiness. Willpower to overcome any danger and difficulties. So, as I kind of stated, some of you have went through trials and tribulations and have had a hard knock life for you. I keep hearing that song, it's the hard knock life for you, but you've turned some of these things and situations and kept them inside and not allowed them to come out. So when you do speak, you speak too aggressively, or you tend to be very argumentative, or people tend to argue with you. Now, what would happen if you unblocked your throat chakra? More fire energy. This is Aries energy. This is Mars. So there's a lot of fire energy going on with this pal. Some of y'all spitting fire when you talk. Some of y'all are speaking and you're saying things that just hurt people. Or people have said things to you that just hurt you. And it's just like, why would you say such a thing? Like I said, some of you guys are victims. That was in the last pop, but it could be possible too that some of you guys have been a victim of slander, gossip. This is for those of you who do know tarot, this energy that corresponds with this card is the Emperor. It talks about struggles, challenges, pushing ahead, enthusiasm, battles, other people battling you. Some of you may have been bullied. Some of you are needing to or have confronted those bullies in the family and on the job. Defending the position that you've earned. There's a lot about you running into certain people Are you being involved with other people, and the way that communication goes leads to more problems in the situation? Because someone throat chakra is overactive. They're speaking, but they're speaking too much in a way where they're automatically letting this fire get a hold of them, and they're not thinking about any emotions. There are no cups here. There's only swords and fire. This is your message, pile number 2. Please go ahead and watch the video on how you can heal your throat chakra to start that process. Pile number 3, let's see. Why is your throat chakra blocked? We have the 9 of fire with Sun and Jupiter energy, so you could be Leo or Sagittarius. Leo and Sagittarius, those are the rulers of Sun and Jupiter there. 6 of air. 6 of air in reverse with Aquarius energy. Fairies and scythes. I don't know how to say that. We're gonna learn. Fairies, pathway in reverse, 10 of wands, and this is the card for what would happen if you healed your throat chakra. So we'll get to that last. This is some rough energy, okay? So we have the 9 of wands and basically the 10 of wands. The 9 of wands talks about you needing to take the time to heal yourself. Some of you guys may work with candles. Use some candles, green or blue candles, because we're focusing on the throat chakra. But you see how he's just going through this detox. Some of you guys drink. Some of you guys may drink alcohol or have a drinking problem or have that run in your family, and that could be one of the reasons why your throat chakra is blocked, because of what you're putting in your body. You need to have a detox from that. You see how this person they're laying on the floor, but they're in all white. They look very uncomfortable. So some of you guys, this healing process is going to be very uncomfortable for you, because you've been holding on to so many different burdens and problems and things that have happened in your past that you've become overburdened. And because you're overburdened, and some of you just have a lot to do, a lot on your plate, like maybe you have to take care of family, you have to go to work, you have to do this, and you have to do that. Some of you guys are doing so much that you're not allowed to heal yourself, or you're not giving yourself the time to work on your chakra. Yeah, pathway in reverse. Some of you guys may feel that things in your life are very challenging, and you may need road opening type of work. You may need to inquire about road opener work, because things have been blocked off for you. There's a whole pathway that's blocked off for you. There's a lot of potential that is here for you, but you're not able to take advantage of it, because one, you need to detox, spiritually cleanse, and physically cleanse your body, and release a lot of the burdens and things you've been holding on to. So this card here, this card may represent an old, mature man or woman who is a dreamer, sensible, melancholic, inspired, a poet, an artist, teacher, writer, scientist, etc. Someone with a fine character and a strong conviction. Faithful and tender. In combination with some of these other cards, there could be potentially lost illusions, project with no ground to the future. That's why I'm saying some of you guys need road opening work, because things are blocked off for you, especially your throat chakra, because you're choosing to overlook certain things in your life. Some of you guys have had some type of trauma with an older man or older woman, or some of you are older, more mature, 35 and up. Six of air in reverse. So this 6 of air in reverse, this is distractions, immobility, putting down roots, settling down, that which does not mutate. Distractions, immobility, putting down roots. So a lot of you guys may find it hard to unblock your throat chakra because you're around other people who are aggressive, are impatient, are not very understanding to what you may be saying to them. So you could have talked to someone about your feelings in the past, about the burdens and the things that you were holding on to. You may have tried to reach out and talk to someone, but no one listened or provided you with actual healing information. It feels like more of they just told you to, well, don't think about it, well, let it go. Because there's a lot of things that you're holding on to. I feel like a lot of you have been told to just try and let it go, but this is actually causing you more blockages because you're not actually doing healing work. You're just trying to continue on with the problems.
And the zip code. 8526.
Now, if you chose to heal your throat chakra, you have Libra energy, balance. Balance comes into your life. Your paths that you felt like was blocked, things that you felt like was blocked, people that are around you will begin to be people whom you can express yourself to, people who you can trust. Things that were not working for you, you may find work for you. This talks about having more choices, especially in romance. Mutual support, coming to a decision. Some of you guys are avoiding making decisions about certain people or situations in your life, and you're not speaking up about them. Therefore, you have pathway in reverse. Obstacles, choices that are not, that you're not able to take advantage of because you can't even speak up for yourself. You have to work on that so you can bring balance into your life, especially romantically or with loved ones or friends, or finding the mutual support that you need. That was for you. Pile number 3. Please take a look at my healing throat chakra video. Pile number 4. What's blocking your throat chakra? You have the 6 of water with Pisces and moon energy here. You have the 5 of fire with Aries and Mars energy. You have privileged ladies, so some of you could be women who are either trying to create a very successful, wealthy life for yourself, or you're already there. You have community. Some of you guys are going to be known or are known within your community. 5 of Pentacles reversed. 3 of Swords. Okay, and these we're going to get to last. These are what's going to happen if you choose to open your throat chakra. So there's a lot of conflict here, okay? Because you also have a lot of 5s. 5s bring about change. There needs to be a change in the way that you do things now, because I feel like a lot of this is past energy, and that's why your throat chakra is blocked. You might have had people in your community, people in your surroundings, people in your family who didn't listen to you. 3 of Swords, heartbreak. People who betrayed you. People who put you in predicaments where you were not told the truth. People who you could express your feelings to because they were emotionally unavailable. Or you were emotionally unavailable. Or you could be right now emotionally unavailable, or dealing with someone who's emotionally unavailable. And with this person or other people around you, you may notice that there tends to be a lot of arguments. Okay, so this 5 of fire is a fire-breathing dragon that's being defeated, chased away, and kept at bay with lighted logs. Fire is fought with fire. This is what these 5 men think and do with faith and tenacity. Use the same weapons as your opponents or more powerful ones. Your cleverness and astuteness should be a part of strategy to deliver an accurate blow and have efficient defense. The struggle will be hard and tiresome. The beast will try to corrupt you. Do not allow yourself to be tempted, otherwise it will catch you. Fight fairly and the victory will be yours. So one, even though people in the past may have been dishonest with you, fight fire with fire. Be honest to other people that are around you. Expect that same honesty back. Learn to set some of those boundaries so that, because I feel like like I said, some of you guys are known in your community. Some of you guys are going to become well known in your community. Some of you guys may come and do a lot of financial wealth. Some of you may begin to live a very privileged life. But because of what people know about you, possibly from your past, and because of who you are and the light that may be around you or the light that you may be in, people are going to poke and they're going to prod and they're going to try to corrupt you and they're going to try to get you to say things that may not be true. It's like, I feel like somebody's trying to walk you into a situation where you say something bad about yourself or they're trying to prove a point about you. It's almost like people say you're this and you're that, right? And they're trying to cause you to say something about yourself that aligns with whatever they said you were. Okay, so they're trying to prove themselves right because they can't be you. So you need to take your throat chakra and speak up. Be honest. Maybe tell your story before somebody else does. You know, take control in that way. That's what share your story. Learn how to share your story with other people. Especially if you came from hard times, because you have this 5 of Pentacles. You might have came from the ghetto. You might have came from a neighborhood that did not have. There's a lot of financial lack and financial poverty, but this card's in reverse now. You're coming out of that. And with the privileged lady heart, that confirms that you are going to come into wealth. Or that money is trying to come to you. Or you deserve to live a very privileged life. You're no longer in this 5 of Pentacles poverty mindset. You're coming out of that. It's in reverse now. And because you're coming out of that, people who may still be in that predicament got something to say. Because you're trying to be successful and people around you don't want you to be that because maybe they can't. But there's also these the emotions that you hold on to. Inner conflict. I feel like this is inner conflict. Heart chakra. So yeah, if your throat chakra is closed, there could be trouble here in the heart chakra as well. The heart is here. So these two things may be tied for you in your situation. So this 6 of water, some of you guys may be very intuitive. There's a full moon in this picture, so some of you guys could be intuitive or have spiritual abilities or like spiritual things. This talks about a glee and re-encounter with our friends and return to our origins, interchange of ideas, thoughts, knowledge, and presence. So some of you guys are coming around other people whom you form a group with and you practice communicating. Some of you guys are like being put in a group or being put to talk to other people so you can learn how to communicate. So if you continue along this path and you let things happen naturally, but you also take into account that you can tell your story before somebody else does, because I feel like this is like a reoccurring message where many of you may be victims of slander and gossip because people don't like what you're doing and they don't like you and they don't want you to be you and whatever about you upsets them. However, with this card, this brings in people who can have a better understanding, especially from an emotional aspect with this being water energy here. What happens if you choose to heal your throat chakra, which for you, this is not as heavy as some of the other piles. Some of you guys are trying to fight your way to the top. You guys are trying to overcome certain things. So I don't think that this healing of the throat chakra, if you put your mind and your focus upon it, I don't think it'll be difficult for you. Laying down your roots. You have the 4th house of roots. You have the 11th house of friends. That's crazy because that's what the Six of Water was saying. You have community. You have the Six of Water, which talks about you going into a group of people, or you meeting people. Some of this is reconnecting with family, but others of this is reconnecting with your soul family, because the 4th house of roots, the 11th house of friends, and then you have sun, which is the spirit. So you finding where you belong in a way, in your community especially, or around people who just get, I feel like for you, pile number 3, spirit is putting you to be around people who you're supposed to be around, if that makes sense. Spirit is pushing you to be around these people so that you can heal your throat chakra, so you can learn to speak, so you have people around you who you can feel comfortable speaking to, because they're trying to build you up. You may run into people who you disagree with, because you have that 5 of fire, which talks about fighting, disrupting things. People talking about you may not like it, but the thing is, they're slowly trying to prepare you this, because you're meant to do something for your community. You're meant to do something bigger. You're meant to impact certain people. You may be meant to take your money and do better things with it. Maybe help out people who live in poverty, because you know what that means. Because you've not had things before, or you lived in a ghetto neighborhood, or you lived in a very challenging neighborhood, or challenging financially. How do I say this? Let's see. You may have been put in very challenging financial situations, or you may have had times where you just didn't have things. Some of you may have been out in the cold for real. But it's like pile number 3, something inside of you is reawakening, because you're being brought people who you're supposed to be around, and this is activating certain parts of you, and this is showing you how to connect more with people. The 4th house deals with home, family, where you're coming from. And some of you come from poverty or poverty mindset. But it's okay, mind you, it's in reverse now. So, you got to be a privileged lady or a privileged man. You're leaving this behind you. The 11th house talks about your social life, your friends, your goals. Some of you guys are going to be put in the light. Some of you guys are going to maybe be celebrities or YouTube famous, or I don't know, you're respected and known in your community. I've been saying that in the first part of this. We said that some of you are respected in the community or will be. Whatever you're here to do is meant to create an impact in groups. Maybe you start your own group. Maybe you're in a group where you find your soul family, your soul tribe. That message was for you, pile number 3. Please watch my How to Heal Throat Chakra video. Pile number 4. Let's see what we have for you. What's keeping your throat chakra blocked? You have the 3 of Earth. With Mercury, Venus, Scorpio, Saturn, Capricorn energy. There's a lot of energy with this card. We have the moon, Pisces, Cancerian energy. But you know what? This moon card is a lot different than any other moon card that I've seen, because I'm looking at this one here, right? And it's the moon. It's a full moon, kinda. And there's water coming down from this mountain, and in the middle there's a dried up piece of land, and there's a heart, like a human heart, being stabbed. Some of you have a little emotional pain that's blocking your throat chakra. You have the 2 of Fire in reverse. This is Sagittarius, Jupiter energy. You have courtship. Some of you guys may be in the very beginning stage of loving someone, or in a relationship, or talking to somebody, or meeting a new friend. 8 of Pentacles, reversed. 10 of Swords, reversed. The World, reversed. I lied. So some of these cards ain't supposed to be like that. I don't know. You know what? I think they are supposed to be. Let's see. You know what? Let's go with it. Okay, so with this World card and this Ten of Swords in reverse, something going on with this pile too. Okay, so look. We look at these tarot cards for the first time together. I just shuffle them. Maybe one day I just record the whole shuffling process so y'all can see. I don't put this stuff together. Spirit put this stuff together. Look in this picture. You got the Moon card where they're stabbing a heart. The Ten of Swords. You got 10 swords stabbed on this person. They laying here dead. They bleeding out. In this card, the heart's bleeding out. So some of you guys are like emotionally bleeding out. You guys are been so hurt and so broken, and things have not went your way at all. The World card in reverse. Things have not went your way at all. Especially and some of you have stopped working on yourself. Stopped working on yourself, but there's a new person that's coming into your life with courtship. And they may be coming in to change some of this, change the way that some of you guys speak to yourself bad. And that's one of the reasons, that's one of the things that's blocking your throat chakra, is the way you speak to yourself or speak about yourself or put yourself down. Some of you guys need to start saying some positive affirmations about yourself every day. With this Two of Fire in reverse, this talks about losing strength and prudence, lack of security measures against outside dangers. Your defenses are weak. Your actions do not coincide with your feelings or what is proper. Impossible exchange. It will be hard to break the ice. Some of you guys have a lot of pain that you've been dealing with for a while now, or some of you, it feels like you tap back into this pain. So whatever this past trauma or past experience is, when it comes back with all the emotion that you felt when you were there. That's become very challenging for you. That's made you feel like you shouldn't have to work on yourself, or there's no change that you can make to make your situation better. With this Three of Earth, this shows giraffes that prefer to be in the service of its two companions. Some of y'all don't like to be alone. Okay. Conjunction of work, service, and savings made with great effort, talent, and wisdom. Perfect associations. So what's interesting is, like, this giraffe don't like to be alone. Perfect associations. You got courtship. Some of you guys are meeting someone who's going to come in and change the way you feel about yourself intellectually. And with that intellectual change and with the positive affirmations that you may or may not begin saying, it's up to you. There's room for growth. There's room for potential if you choose to heal, because there's some really traumatic experiences with the Ten of Swords and the Moon with another sword stabbing. Some of you guys, I just keep hearing that you replay painful experiences. So maybe you need to speak to a counselor, a spiritual advisor, someone who you can release these emotions to without being judged. Because some of you guys have situations which is going to be very hard for you to talk about because of the emotional pain that comes with it every time you talk about it. That's why you need to talk about it. That's why you need to heal from it, because you should not be having the same emotional response this many years later. Because for some of you guys, this happened more than 10 years ago. And this Uranus card actually corresponds with the Tower card, which is change, shock, revolution. So what's interesting, this is the card for what would happen if you chose to heal. So good things, changes, shocking things, shocking changes that opens up a whole new part of you. This is Aquarius energy. This is, it literally says genius. It's like you've unlocked a part about yourself that you didn't know was there. And it's amazing. That was for you, pile number 4. I really hope your message resonated with you. Please go ahead and watch How to Heal the Throat Chakra video.